Otherwise, nothing matters.
So it's an opportunity. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Pete, are you ready?
Yeah, hang on, let me.
Wait till I announce you, otherwise I'll have no idea who you are.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, welcome back to the second half of Dodo. Welcome back to the second half, and we're going to return to the open mic contributions. And that's not one of them. So please put your hands together for P.R.Murry.
Thank you. The first poem I'm going to read is something I wrote several years ago when the Cold War was taking place and everybody thought the Russians were going to bomb us and destroy us. But it's kind of, unfortunately, as they say, what goes round comes round, and now we're again in a state of international paranoia, which is partly due to the rise of right-wing politics. And another thing that I also noticed recently is that the word gammon has come to be used as slang for right-wing white males of a certain age. And so I've re-entitled my poem Posh Gammon and dedicated it to Jacob Rees-Mogg. So it goes like this. I like to lie in a bath of lukewarm water, reading The Spectator. It's so well written, it's so right-wing, it wants the empire back, it's for people who own things. And when the mad Russians come and drop their naughty bomb, as The Spectator says they will, I'm going to die in my bath reading the truth. When the fireball rolls, I'm going to boil like bacon, charred paper in my hand, the last leisured remnant of a dead civilization. Coming up to the present, this is one I wrote yesterday, more or less self-explanatory. It's called Ode to a Summer Cold. My nose is running so fluently, discharging a tsunami of snot. Words cannot describe it except for the words that I've got. It's a deluge of slimy mucus, a tidal bore of nasal scum, and there's gallons more to come. It's an unprecedented nostril event, and I find it very strange. Perhaps I am the victim of internal climate change. It could be that my brain is melting from the heat of my poetic inspiration. I've had writer's block for weeks, so this ends my bardic constipation. Now it's all come out in a flood and I put it down on paper, but when I come back later there'll be a serious issue, because instead of a majestic masterpiece I'll just have heaps of wet tissue.
P.R.Murry, can't beat it. Now, our next open mic poet is Jayanthiny Kangatharan.
Hi, my name is Jayanthiny, and today I'm going to introduce you to the idea of neuropoetry. Does anyone know what neuropoetry means? So neuropoetry is a combination of neuroscience and poetry, and it is on specific neuroscientific phenomena such as neurological conditions or neuroanatomy or consciousness. And in the most general sense, it is on life. Now, I'm going to read out some new poetry, and I did add a twist in that I did create each poem as a riddle where the answer would tell you what the topic of the poem is. But today I will tell you the answer and just give you the title, and so I will give you some context before each poem. Okay, so this one is on a specific structure that you know that we have two hemispheres, the right and left. Do you know what connects the both hemispheres? It is structure that is known as the corpus callosum that allows the both hemispheres to communicate with each other. And corpus callosum means tough body. And this is a haiku, and it is known as communication. So this is on the corpus callosum. Communication. Bundle of matter. 200 million accents. Linking cortices. So it's a haiku, so there are only 3 lines. And now I'm going to go a bit longer because it's a simple tetractys. A simple tetractys is a poem form where you only have 5 lines. And this is on algorithms, how they allow us to save money and time and effort to help us overcome human bias. And this is known as a cure for judgmental errors. So I'm embodying, or I'm personifying algorithms. I am free of noise and superior to you regarding decision making. Okay, the next is a double tetractys. So how many lines do you think this one will have? 10, because it's 5 and 10, yeah? Simple tetractys is 5 and the double one is 10. And this is on another area of the brain, which helps you with posture and movement and coordination. And do you know what little area in the brain helps you with that? It is the cerebellum. Anybody heard of the cerebellum? Yeah. Okay, so, and this one is known, so this is a double tetractys, and the title is Little. So again, I'm trying to personify the cerebellum. I am small, and I do control posture. I receive inputs from the spinal cord and integrate them to fine-tune motion. I hold 80% of all brain cells. Okay. And the last one is a rhyming riddle, which is rhyming riddle. And this one is on music, so this is very interesting because you can say it's a poem on life itself. And this is known as traveling through air. Traveling through air. Declared by Darwin as the greatest mystery. In many yet, it does inspire creativity. Philosophers see it as useless, yet many view it as priceless. Enjoyed by anyone, young or old, its function was thought to be multifold. Yet, called by scientists auditory cheesecake, it is something that can truly alleviate any ache.
Kangatharan. So there you are. We'll be asking questions and there'll be workshop afterwards on those poems. And finally, our last open mic poet today is Julian Mann.
Of a Sunday's secrecy, my vision distilled. It is a task, settling eyes on a clipped canopy, to settle thought in the denseness of a fen philosophy. Yet it is of now I speak, solitary words, the blank expanse pause, or rhythm in the reeds. Wearing his terse shawl, as perceived, round the bog church's mild grief. Something fed this secrecy, russet, medieval, where there is no water, and where is stillness comes the sacred rapidly, running of Athel's dream in the reeds beat. This will do to entomb the land, marble light and holiest watery moon. White marble, this will do, holiest drowned light. Thank you. Loads of bits of paper, that's not the one. What is this ruination? Birds their song in a vacuum of vented heating. Detached, the high-wrapped willow and murky pane. What's this tiled sky? At once expressionist swirl, as well as yesterday's east. Another question. Holly tree goes chip chip, and the high air trickle-ickle-o. Where does the rain dwell? Yes, where does it sleep? In the fast flourishing corner greens, and the blossom in thorn prays secret rain. Thank you.
Yeah, go on.
This is called The Dead Branch in Fade. It's rotted down to the bone and discoloured, lying, ribs fanned upwards, the dreading mouth, welcoming dreaded hosts. Indeed, somewhere between awe and dread is the expression. Cavities where once flesh endured in, on this earth, amongst hellfire of planets, darken up the spine. Now is gravity's judgment. The dark it lies in, not congealed blood, is a stain of its meekness. It stood in all its life. All its deeds are coming back now as flies. The trespassers sack the sainted branch. Thank you.
I think you'll agree we've had a fantastic variety of floor readers this afternoon, so another round of applause please for all of